This explains why we have no viewers.
How are we not broadcasting?
I think I must have clicked the button and just didn't click it. You know, like I've gotten into such a habit now of start the video and then hit broadcast in a pattern now that I don't think I think I was just careless. That's all.
Well, we had the entire intro going. We've had
I know. We sat here and played the intro for us, for you and me.
There we go.
I'm gonna work
We're
on my.
professional on this program.
We are totally professional. You people. We know what we're doing. Sort of. I'm like, why is nobody there? No one's wait, why are we not broadcasting? I'm getting tired of not having anything to draw. So I'm gonna get into my scripts and fix it.
Okay. Okay, Guy, do you have a place I can send this to you? I want you to have a look, give it a once over, and see if everything looks submission ready for Antarctic Press.
Do you have it all set up as a PDF?
Yes, I just exported it.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, small dog.
Yeah, let me give you the share with artists spot. Do I have a share with Pepper? I don't really have a share with Can, do I? I don't like you well enough, apparently. So let me give you the link.
Okay, that's the old
Put it here.
one.
Copy it to that.
Okay, where did you put this? Oh, it's over there. Okay, got it. Where do you want me to send it to?
Put it on that drive. It's a folder. Just copy it to that folder. Drag and drop.
Got it. And anywhere in that folder?
Yeah, we'll just stick it in the root. Because there is no share with Can, I noticed. Got share with Pepper, got share with Raph. Apparently, I do not have a share with Can. That's the joke I was making.
And now that I have 20,000. Okay, I have uploaded it.
Okay, now it'll take a minute or two to synchronize.
Ah, shit. It just did the one page. One moment.
I'm in the middle of sketching out this page, so I'm not going to read it this second, so you got a minute or two to fix it.
Okie dokie, I'll be right back.
Okay. It's just this page.
Okay, I'm back.
You only sent me one page.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was fixing.
Oh. I thought you fixed it and sent it back to me.
Yeah, that was me opening up and going, shit.
I heard that. But then you were like, okay, hang on. Okay, I'm not going to go do the thing, which sounded to me like I fixed it. And now I'm going to go do the no,
Well,
so-
I was fixing it because it had to
Cool.
it had to export significantly more than one page.
Yep, it's all good.
Okay, so
Oh, that's a much bigger version.
it shouldn't be.
Well, you sent one page before.
Yeah. Is it only 7 pages?
No. Looks like it's 42.
Okay.
Does those two fit together?
What's up?
Does your 42 and 1 fit together?
Yeah, because the one is like the last page.
That's what I mean. Do they fit?
Yeah, but it's already in there.
Okay.
The one page you can delete. I don't know how to delete it on your.
No. That's not what I was asking. Your cover is orange on this edge. It's orange on this edge as well. Do these two fit together?
No.
Back, so that when you fold them over. Okay.
No.
Okay.
They just worked as a color combination.
So far, it looks fine. I'd give it to a proofreader or two because I'm not a good proofreader. A, I don't have the attention span, which is kind of sucky. but B, I've already read and listened to 90% of this already, so I get, as I start skipping over obvious errors, I'd be like filling it in with my brain, going, "Oh yeah, I remember that scene," blah, and then fill it in. So I'd give it to a proofreader first, just to make double sure. There's some part of me that feels like the text is too small, but let somebody else say that, not me. So if somebody else comes up to you and says text is too small, that might be a thing. But if nobody else says anything, then I'd leave it the hell alone. You know what I mean? Like, no reason to change it. Other than that, everything looks right. I assume you have it at the right aspect ratio and everything. Because I can't check that with a PDF without tearing it apart.
According to theory, I am.
Okay. I think it's totally suitable to give to Ben as, here's what my work is. Whether it's suitable to print as it is or not, I'm unsure. The only reason I say that is because I am slightly confused as to what Ben wants us to do. So, as in, like,
what
I gave it to him, and the words he sent back were, "I'll tell you when we have an opening on the schedule." Which is weird, because that implies that this is way past accepted and will automatically just be thrown in somewhere. However, that's not the words he said. You know what I mean? Like, that was the implication, and I'm very bad at understanding people's implications, so I'm just nervous. So, anyway. I also think that what we're doing right now is the most potential life-changing thing we've ever done in our lives. So I'm like, for me anyway, I'm really freaked out about it.
Yeah, well, and that's why I'm going over it with a fine-tooth comb. Okay, where's my format? What did you put as the subject line?
Are you just gonna send it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna send it.
I said subject line was submission. I said something like submission for, I don't remember, whatever, submission from your name. And then I put, we met at Wicked West in Colorado. Something like that. Like parentheses from Wicked West and Con in Colorado.
is.
I'm getting 11 degrees Celsius and light snow in the bottom right corner of my weather. So in other words, 50 degrees and snow. What?
I'm getting rain, so...
I had rain before, but 50 degrees and snow is a what? Your what hurts?
Now, it says for Manga Z to use the Exciting Comics header.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. If you're asking me about like, should you do something else? I literally just sent hi. You're like, you're not paying attention to me. Yeah, I'm truly not paying attention to you. I am kissing you on the head. Look at your floofy. You're floofy. With extra floof on.
And you said hi, we met at...
I put submission from Guy Davis, open parentheses, we met at Wicked West Con, Colorado, in parentheses. And then in the body, hi, Ben, this is Guy, we met at the convention in Wicked West, yada, 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 da, 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 da. And, tried to say pretty much the same thing, except fluffier. And then here is my submission for the thing. And then I gave a link to my OneDrive. Of course, the reason why you do this is because I do this every time you do this, and so I'm just teaching you that this is inappropriate behavior. But really, not very appropriate.
You said you asked for this to be submitted?
Huh? No, so I just put submission. I don't remember. I'm gonna go look it up. my thingy says 11 degrees Celsius and light snow. So I had to go post that to Facebook because I'm like, what? 51 degrees with snow. Huh? It is not, in fact, snowing, by the way. It is rainy, and yes, it's rainy, but 51 degrees is not snow weather. No matter which way you look at it. I am now over sitting on your artwork, being a cat.
Okay, here's what I put. Hi Ben, this is Brian. We met at Wicked West. This is my comic Armageddon Divinity. I had shown it to you at the convention and you had recommended that I submit it to you. Here's the PDF link to the comic.
Perfect.
Does that sound good, bad, ugly?
It sounds fine. I am not a good judge. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Hey, Sean the Sheep. Do we take orders for custom art? How much do you charge for? Well, my commission rate's usually about 100. Depends on what you want, though. I mean, like, I'll do chibis for relatively cheap. All the way up to, like, custom cells. I'll do custom cells, but that's remarkably steep. So
yeah, I have a. I actually do have a commission sheet. Give me one moment. It's up on Ko-fi.
how much for a chibi? Probably do a chibi for like 15. No chibi, that's fine. My chibis, well, it's like my normal art. Just trying to find a good example here. Why is it none of the things I'm looking for are where they are supposed to be? Yes, it is, David. We just shipped that off to Antarctic. Normal art looks kind of like this. My chibis are in my chibi directory. Not where they're easily findable on those. Chibis kind of look more like these guys here. Pikachu, stuff like Pikachu. You probably want, I would think, I have some bizarre stuff in here. Doing chibis for people is weird. Like I get some good booster points. Stuff like Pikachu. Pikachu. Sean, this is me thumbnailing out a comic over here, so don't take this as part of my art. It just has to be just enough for me to remember what I'm doing. So these aren't indicative. You have your price sheet up there, Tim?
Yeah, I'm putting it up right now.
Okay.
There you go, Sean.
Does that explain it on your Ko-Fi page?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, well. Ken is more organized than I am. Just want to say that. David, mine went off to Ben Saturday night of the con because I knew that if I waited, it would never get done. So now we have both accomplished it. Ken has a little bit more faith in himself than I do.
Well, I was also in the middle of redoing a lot.
I just knew that if I waited, I would talk myself out of it. So I knew that I had to send that now. And so I knew if I waited, it would be dead. So that's it. That's all. That's not a knock on you. It's a knock on me, by far. I don't even know if that's really a knock.
What's really sad is I'm reading through it quick. Oh my god, the art! No, I just gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's fine. I know it's fine. I don't need to listen to you. Because it's that little voice in the back of your head that goes, it sucks. Why'd you submit it? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I also treat icons and chibis the same.
Mm-hmm.
So
If you're looking for icon art, you may have moved on. I don't know. you receive an order?
I have not.
I didn't think so. I think he's moved on, which is fine. I can't help him right now anyway. I really shouldn't sidetrack. I've got to get this thing ready. I'm getting antsy, not getting any comic under my belt, outdoor, whatever. It's weird not having to wear a pressure suit. This kind of is weird. That's good. She gets coffee and he goes, coffee. That'll be great for sleep. She goes, shush, it's comfort food. Hey, Alfie.
Hey, Alfie, how you doing?
Well, we sold Can off to the circus, and I have been drafted by the secret society of unknown individuals to hunt down. I don't know. I was trying desperately to think of stuff fast. Unfortunately, I'm just.
Yep. Yeah, I revealed my secret identity of being actually two midgets in a trench coat.
All right. And apparently, my PC seems to think that it's 51 degrees and snowing right now. Not sure what that means, but okay. Or why? And here's George looking into your soul. He thought he was a sneaky panther. I had a camera. He always thinks he's a sneaky panther. He is not, in fact, a sneaky panther. He just thinks he is. Right? It says it right there. It says 11 degrees Celsius, light snow. And I'm like, I know, he's such a good cat. Even when he's. I mean, really, of all the things he does. Oh, I see it's Miller time. Great.
Yeah, yeah.
They are everywhere. And George loves them. Freaking everywhere. I don't know how they're getting in.
You know, this is the exact conversation I just had with my mom a few minutes ago.
How are they getting in? Because it's an important question.
Uh, so I've been working hard to get this wrapped up and sent off.
And now you're like, hey, you don't have any work to do. All of a sudden, you're like, wait, now what? I've done that. In fact, I kind of did that right after whatever it was we were doing in pond.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I know brain good.
It's funny, Cat. You and my captain are doing the same thing tonight. That's funny. Except for different reasons. I'm actually in this scene right here. That's when I'm writing up on this scene right now. It's like she gets up out of bed because she can't sleep. Goes out to the little lounge in the front of deck 5. Gets herself some coffee and sits down next to her engineer. It's like, engineer's like, so coffee's good for you if we're trying to sleep. She's like, shut up, it's comfort food. Well, that sucks, man. Sorry.
What's going on?
Cat slept from 7 to midnight.
Oh.
Okay, see, here we go. I had this scene and it was too complex before. It was a whole bunch of techno babble. And now I think I've made this scene a whole lot nicer and easier because you don't need to say it. You need one little burst of techno babble. I keep thinking of the scene in Out of Gas, the episode of Firefly, where
Okay.
they're stuck, right? And Mal goes up to the bridge where Wash is, and Mal's like, "What are you doing?" And Wash is like, "I'm sitting here, Captain. You wanted to be off the radar. We're off the radar. There's nothing we can do." And Mal's like, "Well, go think of something." He goes, "What do you want me to think about? I got nothing. We're forever. We're too far away from everything." And he goes, "I don't know. Think of something." Like what? Like divert the nav sat to the bingo popper boopy db. And he just spurts this little bit of dialogue. And Wash is like, "Yeah, because pranks are fun when you're about to die." And he goes, "Well, it would help, wouldn't it?" And he goes, "No, all it would do is muck up some ship's navigation." He goes, "Might be." And then, "Well, then they'd have to stop and dig out their signal." "Well, I probably should go do that." Like, I just love that scene because he's like,
Yeah.
"This is a stupid prank. All you're ever going to do is make somebody stop and have to figure out what we did."
Yeah, you're just gonna piss them off.
You're just going to piss somebody off. And the best part, of course, is the end of the scene. He's like, "Well, I should go do that." And Mal's like, "Yeah, I think you should." And then Jane shows up and goes, "Both of you guys, stop yelling. You're going to waste all our air." Walks out of the scene. Oh, Firefly's got some beautiful stuff. It's a shame that Joss Whedon has gone down, because Firefly is still perfect sci-fi.
Yeah, that's the problem is over time a lot of these guys are their true colors are coming out.
Yeah. Well, and of all of the things, what Joss is getting accused of is stuff that I actually personally have kind of a problem with, and that is abusing your actors. Try to get the show going. It's a problem in Hollywood. It's a real problem. And it's another one of those, we just accept it because it's the price you pay to get a movie out, but you don't have to. You can have, all you need to do is work a little bit at your management skills, and you can get what you want out of actors with cooperation. You don't have to beat them, And that really bothers me, and it bothers me that that's what was going down, So that's not a good thing for me, and it makes me sad. It really does. So I did the same thing here. In this scene, we've got her. She got a couple of cute things here. She gets up, gets out of bed. She reaches for her uniform. She looks, she thinks about it, and she just grabs a bathrobe. And then she's out here in her bare feet. And you see her walking along, looking at her feet like, this is so weird. And then she sits down or she goes into the room, and Tom is in there. That's the engineer. And he's like, "Hey, Skipper, can't sleep?" She grabs coffee, and without saying anything. Yeah, if you have to lead with fear, you're a shitty leader. I agree. So she sits down next to him, and he says, "Coffee, that's the best thing for sleep." And she says, "Shush, it's comfort food." And then she says, "It's weird not having to wear a pressure suit. This planet is weird." Then I've just got a panel of, he goes back to reading his book, she's drinking her coffee. So you can tell that these two have been, this is a thing they do a lot, right? So then open panel, same thing. She's just sitting there staring at her coffee. And he just keeps reading with a little, happy smile on his face. He's a happy dude. He does these things. And then she goes, "Okay, so hear me out. What if we project a gravity mote inside Moment's star?" And then Tom says, "You planning on pranking somebody?" And she goes, "No, the gravity profile's all jumbled up because of what happened here, right?" And he goes, "Oh, oh." And she goes, "Yeah." And then he says, "You'd foul the entire system." And then she says, "That'd stop the Commonwealth, wouldn't it?" And he goes, "Yeah, that'd stop everybody. That'd stop even us." And then she says, "Kind of a nice vacation spot." And then we roll out from there. And that did perfect on illustrating everything you need to know there without blasting a bunch of technobabble.
Yeah.
Whatever she plans on doing is going to screw up their ability to leave. You get that. You get that from what's going on there. It's also going to screw up the Commonwealth's ability to arrive. I like that. That didn't require me to go through gajillions of lines of technobabble.
What's up?
Cat's being weird. Cat's going into the the serotonin and norepinephrine have gone rancid. I'm looking. Hang on. Give me a second. I have to spin up Discord. I turn off Discord. Oh my god. Oh my god. Raro, he. Oh my god, what are they trying to do? Tero, Chi-Chi, Momo.
Where is this? Where is this occurring?
This is not on Discord. I don't even know what to think about that.
Soul of coffee?
Except it's written in Japanese characters, so that says Raro Hire, and then Rochi Tero Chichi Momo is what it says. It hurts my brain. My brain doesn't know what language to read it in.
Actually, I think I know that font.
Oh my god, there's a font like that. Oh Jesus.
Hang on. Wait.
You have. Right? My brain doesn't know what language to go to. It's switching back and forth.
I know that font.
Oh god, that's a real thing.
It's not that one. But I've run into that font. I know that font.
And it knows you. Your soul. There. That's what my screen's showing right now. Because that makes sense. Hey, Donald. We're seeing what kind of pain we can inflict. Because we got nothing better to do. Oh, hey. How'd we do? Hey, Alfie. Alfie, my system says 11 degrees Celsius and light snow. How does that work? I'm still trying to figure that one out. Legitimately, that's what it says. 11 degrees and light snow. Like, I didn't know snow could exist at 11 degrees. I don't see snow. I see rain. Lots of rain. There's no snow out there. My snow gauge is completely empty, which should be. I mean, it's May, so I mean, I shouldn't be getting any snow in my snow gauge. Your drawing looks nice, says Alfie. Can.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. Huh. Good job. Good job, Nuggets.
Check private chat.
Yeah. There was an attempt. I tried. Now I can use it the correct way. Been waiting for that one for a while. That's good. Alfie, I have seen Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, so many times that I can quote every line. So, I'm never going to say that it's bad for you to watch Moana as many times as you want. You just watch as much Moana as you want to get. No, this is wrong. Unagi. Oh, Ungai. Nope. Yeah, no, this isn't the same one. These aren't real words. That's the problem with the font that Kat brought up, is that those were real words. Those are real characters.
Yeah, being used for.
Yeah, what you just posted was totally fine. It reads as English to me, with a cute sort of looks like katakana flair. The problem was that they used real katakana and hiragana to make that cup say things. And I'm like, and that hurt so bad. There be whales here. I mean, and Alfie, you're not wrong. I watched Moana for the fourth or fifth time a couple of weeks ago, just because I like Moana. Speaking of Alan Tudyk, I made a connection. Mulan and Moana. Mulan's probably my favorite of the Disney movies at the moment. Because I would say of all of the Disney flicks, it's Moana and Mulan are really close to one another. The animated version, not the live action version. The live action version wasn't that. But I really missed Mushu. I remember when Mulan came out, it was the first real movie that I had gotten hyped on the internet, because that was right around 2000, and the World Wide Web had just sort of really started up, and we were no longer in the the DNS thing where you typed in NCFTP and then typed in an address to get to a website, but rather now had this interface where you could click on web pages and click on things, and it was relatively new to the world. And I had just then found kind of my spots that were giving me information and data, and I started getting like hints of what Disney was after with Mulan on the internet, and that was so cool, because like I was knowing things before my mom had figured stuff out, because she was like, I've been watching all the things on TV, and I was like, yes, I got my information from the internet, and that was so cool.
I am Mr. Interweb.
Right? It's interesting. I mean, it was a quarter century ago. That's really weird to think about. 25 years or so ago. Well, yeah, it's really just 23 years ago, but still, when all of that was rolling up, it was 1999, 2000, right around the turn of the millennia. And, and I was like watching this all happen. And it was so cool to be getting character sketches and, information and like seeing what they were doing, them talking about how they were going to integrate CGI and all of this stuff into the show, into the animation. So it's interesting. It is weird. I remember when I was a kid talking to my grandparents, and I was even talking to my great grandmother, and it was weird. She was talking about a life before cars, a life before airplanes, a life before TV or radio. She was born in a building, in a house that was put together with rough shingles that had dirt floors. Sketch started. Yep. And it was weird to think. I was like, yeah, but really, my dad's life and my life weren't that different, right? It's like my dad had cars and airplanes and even had jets. And, we had rockets and we'd gone to the moon. And so my dad and I weren't that different. And I'm like, I guess we hit a plateau. There won't be any weird changes that were completely different in life for being my kid. And here I am. See you later, Alfie. Here I am. Yeah, I know you weren't alive in 2000. Here I am looking at this going, my kid lives in an entirely different universe than I grew up in.
Yeah. Because he lives in the world of social media and streaming and algorithms and AI.
Yeah, right? Like everything is different. He won't, it'll be hard for him to even wrap his brain around the concept of a world where you aren't connected all the time to everybody, everywhere. It's not even something he can comprehend. I mean, he can comprehend it, sure, but it's like he never. It's going to be like my great grandmother and talking to her about listening to her living with oil lamps, and the highest tech they've got is a telephone that connects to other people, and that's it. And she has to catch a steam train to get anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even sound real, but it was.
No, that actually really makes sense to me in my generation.
Yeah.
Because what happens is the zillennial, which is now they're starting to see this micro generation of not quite millennial. I'm too old for millennial, but I'm too young for a Gen Xer. So I'm in this little in-between realm. And I am the last generation to use a analog phone and have an analog childhood and a digital adulthood.
Yeah, I think that you're still considered Gen X for that reason, because I feel like Gen X pretty much covers everybody from about the late 60s to people who were just in that same thing, because that's our childhood, right? We were children of the television set who grew up to be adults of the digital age. All
Yeah,
of us know.
I'm actually considered to be the very first year of millennial.
Right. Yeah, but what I'm saying is I
So,
think Gen X adopts you guys.
sort
Because
of.
we're like, eh. Because you do relate. I feel like you relate more to the Gen Xers than you do to the millennials. Right? Because I mean, like, you still get A-Team and Knight Rider and Airwolf and all of that, even though maybe you didn't actually watch it. You still at least grasp that culture. Whereas I talk
Yeah.
to millennials and they're like, the what? You know what I mean? Like, that's a lost thing. All of those are lost. And it's maybe not so bad that they don't know those things. I'm just saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You know, I get to watch the internet get established. You know, I had a computer in my childhood. Like, I remember the green, the black and green monitor screens.
Yes. CGA monitors.
That freaking every school had one of those stupid apples.
Mm-hmm. Hey, David. My dad apparently had a Aunt Carmen and Uncle Hardy. I don't know who the relation was. I don't know but they were family. And he would ship out to Aunt Carmen and Uncle Hardy's place for summers. And wherever they were somewhere in Texas where there was no power and there were no lights. And so they had oil lamps and they worked the land and all of that. And my dad, from when he was like 8 years old until he was 15 or 16, he went out there every summer and stayed with him for the whole summer. And he was like, that was a quiet that you cannot describe. The stillness at night when everything shut down and you turned out the lights and you turned off you snuffed out the oil lamps and you laid in the bed and it was pitch black and it was dead silent. And he's like, that's something that you just do not comprehend. You can't, you never hear it these days.
Yeah.
And
there's always some noise.
Yeah. Always something. And so when you say that, I'm like, I don't think any of us have experienced it since my dad did in the 50s. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's pretty much the end of it. Right? Yeah, I think I'd be freaked out if it was that silent.
I experienced it in Arkansas in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Because we were so far away from civilization on that farm.
I think,
like, it was a mile. You had to drive a mile down the driveway to get to where the house was. It was behind 2 ponds on this property.
I think Aunt Hardy and Aunt Carmen and Uncle Hardy might have been in Arkansas.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
I mean, this was so remote and so far off the track that when you turned the lights off at night, it was just dark and still. And like, even if you had the lights on, you could see moths as big as your hand crawling up the window.
Yeah. Let's see.
And now that's all irrelevant. Like, it is very hard to find
Oh, yeah, there we are.
those spots. Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, Marcel was. Oh. Oh.
Huh? Hi, Alfie.
I just totally realized something that I didn't put two and two together.
What, huh?
It doesn't matter. So Uncle Hardy and Aunt Carmen were in Union County, Arkansas. So that's where he went, was to Arkansas to be with them. So, and Uncle Hardy died in 1955. So that was the last time Dad went out to their farm. All I was doing was, Marcel was somebody I knew in our family. I had met Marcel. She passed away. She just passed away just recently. Well, just recently. She passed away in 2002. But, I mean, relative in my adulthood, as opposed to random people in the family that I would meet when I was a little kid, and then they die before I became a teenager. I don't know who the hell these people are, right? But Marcel, I hung out with. And I actually knew her, and I now just realized that Marcel was Aunt Carmen and Uncle Hardy's daughter, and that makes some sense. And now I know where that connection was. But either way, the TLDR on that one is, yeah, he was in Arkansas too. Because even today, Arkansas is like 50% doesn't have power, you know. Right. What I love is being so far out you can see the Milky Way. Here in town, I can't ever see the Milky Way. And that kind of makes me sad. There's so much light pollution, I can't see the Milky Way. See you later, Alfie.
Oh, there it is.
Why does your screen pulse like that?
I have no idea.
Okay. You have Amish relatives, Cat? That's so cool. I love Amish people.
Okay, that's a rabbit hole I can't afford to go down. But like, that's the thing is like light pollution.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we think of night, we think of black skies. But actually, like night without light pollution, the night sky is blue and lit up.
Yeah.
And that's why if you look at like ninja gi suits, that's why they're more of a midnight blue.
Mm-hmm.
Because it fades better with the sky.
Yeah, I can see that. The crafting here. You'd foul the entire system, maybe for years. In space drives would just spin out. And Chang says, yeah, but those Commonwealth destroyers wouldn't be able to get in. And then Tom says, yes, so of course we also wouldn't be able to get out. And there's just a scene where she gets a sip, and then Tom goes, wow. And she goes, yeah. I like that. I like that a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Because it's just, they both know what they're talking about there. And whatever it is, you, the reader, don't need to know all the technical details. You just need to know that she wants to foul the system in some way, but it'll make the in-space engines, no ship's in-space engines will work, so nobody can go faster than the speed of light. That puts every system around them 7-8 years away. No matter what, it doesn't matter which way you look at it. I like that works a whole lot better. And it's another one of those, the reason why I like doing this the Marvel way. This would not have come out this way if I had written it as a script. Because I don't see things this way. You know what I mean? There's literally no dialogue for like a page and a half here. You know, just nothing. She's just walking through the ship. You know. and there's all these open things where she's just sitting there thinking. That's all she's doing is thinking. Donald's coming up with kind of random Unity jokes. Right? Not dreadnoughts, but forget-me-nots. No. That's awesome. Donald's like repurposing old Navy jokes. I love this. This is awesome. I dig it. Well, it is midnight.
Woohoo!
It's time for me to go to bed. I'll come back and get here and work on this more tomorrow. Donald, you are kicking butt over there, man. Those are great. When firing a warning shot across their bow, you need to shoot 3 times, so they'll have to stop and count. Oh, Donald, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, one of my streams is starting to die. That's all right. Good timing.
Yeah.
I'm heading out of here, guys. I'm going to bed. I will see all of you guys on the morrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for joining us. And as always, keep your eyes on the stars. Good night.
Bye.